This is the organizer speaking. My name's Aaron. My goal today is to show you an introduction to Fusion 360. So there's a lot to Fusion 360. There's the conceptual designing with T-splines, just making like really smooth ergonomic shapes like that helmet that you see there, using that T-spline technology. There's parametric design and mechanical drawings, and this is where a lot of people, I think, like to start from. It's good, it's organized, it's structured, and that's kind of where I'm going to be focusing my efforts today. In addition to what I've talked about there in parametric design, there's also rendering and animation options. I'm not even going to scratch the surface of that one. There's quite a lot of CAM capabilities that you have built right into Fusion 360, and a lot of people who use Fusion 360 are using it for that reason. I mean, that built-in CAM is very nice. It's very easy to use and built right into your design tool. I mean, it's a win-win. There's also simulation that was added in September, I should say. It was added in September, the FEA analysis for linear static analyses. And what's nice about Fusion 360 is that cloud space that you're working on. I mean, you can go anywhere, you can access your data, you can share it with people easily. I can hop onto someone else's computer, log into Fusion 360 and start using it right away. A big part of my communication to you and your communication to us is making sure that we're on the same page, right? So we have to start with discussing the user interface. So it's good to note that this top menu here is where you can access your data panel, and you can save and open and undo and redo, the two most commonly used buttons inside of any design software. The bar at the top here is called the toolbar in Fusion 360. It's kind of that ribbon display that a lot of different softwares have gone to, Office, Microsoft Office, and different things. On the left-hand side, you'll see the browser, and well, that one's easy. It actually says browser right on it, so that helps us understand where we're going to go from there. Down below here is the timeline. So, there is a history to what you're building here, and you can go back and access your history and make changes very easily by using this history timeline. Other major ones to note here is this view cube. It makes it very easy to manipulate the views. The marking menu, I actually did a quick tip related to the marking menu. It's really handy, very efficient way to access a lot of different commands. And then also your navigation bar and display settings can be accessed using these buttons at the bottom here. So in addition to that, within this, there's actually 6 different workspaces. So there's the modeling workspace where you can do the freeform, the T-spline stuff, the parametric modeling. There's the patch workspace, which is essentially what you might refer to in different software as surfacing. There's the rendering interface or workspace. There's the animation workspace, the simulation workspace, and then also the CAM workspace. So it is built right all into the same user interface. When you go into one, you're going to be able to access commands in the same way that you're familiar with and able to currently. So now, introduction to navigation. You're going to scroll using your wheel. You're going to click and hold it to be able to pan. You can shift and click to be able to orbit. Use the trackpad if you have one. And actually, there's a quick cheat sheet which includes this imagery that you see here, as well as a keyboard shortcut. I just put that together yesterday. I hope it helps out. It also has some links in there that'll take you to some different learning resources, like I keep mentioning or alluding to. So let's get into making our first model.